Denver Mayor Mike Johnston says the government really has a choice. Let asylum seekers work while they wait on their case to be decided, or the government can provide for them.
We're doing everything we can to transition people, but the reality is people are going to have to look for work on their own without state support or federal government approval if we want them to support themselves. So our choices are either help them find a way to support themselves or have the state or the city commit to supporting them permanently on our own. We don't have the city budget to do that permanently.
So asylum seekers who want to work are being driven to find work under the table, usually cash-paying, short-term jobs. Our Angeline McCall shows us the challenge that many are facing to get by and provide for their families.
They're here with the same hope.
Trabajo.
Hope
Dale.
that today they'll be chosen.
Es fuerte la vida del inmigrante.
Kevin has been out here since 5 a.m.
Trabajo. Tengo 6 horas aquí. Perdida, buscando trabajo. Dale que no era oportunidad y no consiguió nada.
This routine doesn't offer any stability.
No es suficiente así. Claro, es algo porque sí se solucionan las cosas, pero no nos alcanza, amigo.
Todo bien.
Some bring skills from home, like Carlos.
Yo trabajo construcción en Venezuela.
They're forced to take whatever work may come their way.
Me siento alegre porque, bueno, logré mi sueño y estoy acá y yo no puedo bajar el ánimo, pues, porque sé que Dios está conmigo y sé que en cualquier momento voy a estar bien. Worky, worky, worky. Worky, worky, worky.
Carlos takes the pay, whatever hours, when it's offered.
A veces hasta las 2 de la tarde me han sacado a trabajar 5 o 4 horas y toca trabajarlo porque a veces no hay dinero para uno comer y cosas así, ¿me entiendes? Y toca hacerlo, esperar porque...
Jale.
Usually, it's $120 or less for one day's work.
Vive en una carpa así, con otro amigo ahí.
Tonight, he'll head home to a tent and be back tomorrow.
Que no estamos bien, pero ahí vamos poco a poco. Sé que más adelante un poco Dios nos va a dar la oportunidad de estar un poco mejor.
Uno se cansa, se estresa, te duele la cabeza, se te quitan los ánimos, te dan ganas de llorar. Pero uno hace todo por la familia para salir adelante, amiga.
Worky, tío, worky.
Money they need for themselves.
Aquí te van a llorar, pero para adelante, amiga. Yo quiero ayudar a mi mamá. Tiene lepra, es una roncha que sale por eso, pero para adelante.
Money
Sí.
to help back home with his mom's leprosy.
Jale.
Money they'll only get if they're chosen.
Tener paciencia y confía en Dios, que Dios le mandará bendiciones a uno más adelante, pero ahorita sí está un poquitico apretado.
The group we met was about 30 people, but I'm told some days it can be around 60, especially early in the morning. And of course, that's not the only site, but just keep in mind, many of these are very young adult men who come here by themselves alone. Many that I spoke to are only in their early or mid-20s.
So under the asylum rules, they're eventually able to apply for the ability to work. Under the Trump administration, they had proposed pushing that back even longer, making people wait longer. There doesn't seem to be a great groundswell with either the Biden administration or Congress to move up that deadline to allow people to work sooner, even though you have people like Mayor Johnston clamoring for some kind of a solution.
Right, I think what local governments are trying to do really is to find their own way around the federal issue, but it's really unclear if that's even something that they can logically do. And then not only that, right, it's hard enough for you and me to understand these kinds of laws. And then when you try to explain it to someone who's new to the country that might have a language barrier, you know, they're even confused to what they're entitled to. When
Sure.
can I get my work permit? And so when things change too, that's not necessarily always easy to convey to them either.
Yeah, and all of this happening at a time when employers are desperate to find willing workers. Angeline McCall, thank you.